So we are about to get ready to shoot our cooking video. Ivy's all dressed up. We got all the ingredients back there. We're making this specific recipe. So we're gonna make a little modification from the actual base recipe so that it has more plant-based protein in the dish. All right, good morning everyone. Welcome to another vlog. I'm training Ivy to be a vlogger.
A vlogger.
A what?
A vlogger. I can't even say it right.
How do you feel kind of like filming parts of our life and putting on the internet?
It's fun.
Yeah? Is it weird yet? Is it weird a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah. It's definitely something different to kind of share your personal life online. I'm used to it, but you're new to it.
Yeah, I'm very squirmy.
As much as you've seen, as much as like Ivy's on TV for the poker stuff, she doesn't like to be on the camera. So I'm the one that's bringing her on the camera and onto YouTube. And yeah, so just productive Monday. Ivy has what, 2-3 calls today for 2 calls for people that potentially will be joining our Fit Vegan program. I think we have like 6 calls overall today. So we get some new members that will have the opportunity to have access to life-changing information and transformation with us. And we're gonna go grocery shopping tonight so we can buy the ingredients for our cooking video that we're gonna start posting. Yeah, we're gonna record that tomorrow. We're gonna start posting that stuff on, on Wednesdays on YouTube. But I think it's only gonna start in like a week or 2 because I already had some recorded for Instagram ultimately. But yeah, you guys will get to see a longer format of Ivy and I, because the ones we do for Instagram are really short, like 60 seconds. So my editor has to cut out all the jokes and all the messing around that we do in the kitchen.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot for her. Awesome. Well, anything you want to add before we move on to the next clip, which will probably be filmed tomorrow?
No.
Okay. All right. We're warming up, Ivy. All right, just completed a full day of work. We have some new Fit Vegan members that will be joining our family, so super excited. Now Ivy and I have really bad lighting and we're grocery shopping. We're going to be buying the ingredients to make this specific recipe. We're going to be filming our first YouTube recipe video. So we're bringing you guys into Whole Foods. It's going to be a lentil salad lettuce wrap from our Fit Vegan recipes that we give some of our clients. You guys will get to see how shitty cooks we are and how we put food together. Ivy's a lot better.
Make a salad.
Ivy's a lot better now. Yeah, it's honestly pretty straightforward. It says it only takes 10 minutes to make, but somehow we'll turn it into like a 20-minute video.
Yeah, he distracts me.
Ivy pinches my butt all the time when I cook. All right, time to go buy those ingredients. All right, so we made it back home and it's time to make a quick little dinner. So just a quick high protein snack ultimately. This is chickpea tofu. So it looks a little bit like a block of plastic cheese. There's this little guy here. Oh. Sorry. Ultimately the label is all messed up, but yeah, it's chickpea tofu. It has 4 grams of protein per serving, and there is 4 servings in there, so 4, 8, 16 grams of protein for a whole block. Obviously it's a lot less than a whole block of tofu, but it's so awesome when you put it in the air fryer. The outside becomes crispy, kind of like a fry, but the inside is still a little bit soft. So it just makes it taste absolutely delicious. So we'll put these bad boys in for 20 minutes and I'll show you guys the end result. Really hot.
I already tried it. It's like French fries.
Yeah, just like French fries. That's so good. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. So you guys can give that a shot. All right, check it out for today.
All right, we just got home from the gym, and as you can see, Tempe is super excited to get out. Actually take him for his afternoon walk. Crazy dog. All right, so you can see it's a beautiful day today. Actually filmed the sun. It's warm and beautiful. There's nothing. I don't know if your dog is the same way, but Tempe loves being on top of leaves and greeneries. Like, he lives for that. Just happy dog.
All right, guys, so we're about to get ready to shoot our cooking video. Ivy's all dressed up. We got all the ingredients back there. We're making this specific recipe. So we'll put a little like snapshot of what we're doing, but ultimately you'll have to wait to see the full recipe. We're gonna make a little modification from the actual base recipe so it has more plant-based protein in the dish. So start recording. Look at this delicious high protein plant-based wrap. Is it good, Ivy?
I'm chewing.
Yeah, it's a little lunch for the day. So we have a bunch of leftovers here. That's like over like 50 to 60 grams of protein for this whole thing. So we're gonna eat up our dinner and you guys will be able to watch this video, I think, next week on Wednesday. So excited for you guys to see it. Now let's get back to the vlog. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, I don't know what's the last time we filmed the clip, but we're back. It's Friday morning. We're about to get ready for the gym, and we just got a cool little goodie box from Plant Strong. So we haven't had a chance to try these guys yet, but they have their own black bean burger, sweet curry. Thank you, Rip, for sending those, by the way. Portobello mushrooms. This we've had super good. Sweet potato. I love me some pancakes. Some granola that is oil-free. That's really hard to find because a lot of times they are super high in fat. Look at that, only 2 grams of fat per serving. Normally it's like 11 for granola. Mixed berry. Some more pancakes. You excited for pancakes? And then some of their Plant Strong nut milk. Very excited to give these guys a shot. So thank you, Rep, and everyone at Plant Strong for delicious food. We're excited to make some recipe videos with them. Now, it's time to go and work out. You ready?
Snack.
No snacking, it's workout time. All right, we are back from the gym. So I wanted to kind of take a little moment to share 3 things that have made a huge difference in me kind of being able to kind of shift my life over the past decade from, you know, sleeping in paying, I think it was $150 a month, sleeping in a closet, not being in the best shape of my life to now, I believe, living my dream life. Ultimately, my life right now is way better than I could have ever imagined it. I had aspirations of what it would be, and I've surpassed that a few years ago, and it's been absolutely wild and incredible to do. And so I kind of wrote down 3 things that have been a big game changer for me that have really helped me. And so this applies to, you know, bettering your relationship, your career, your finances, but ultimately your fitness and your health. And you'll understand that these 3 principles, you already know them, but potentially you're not fully implementing them or living them. And the number one thing is to surround yourself with people on the path of getting the thing that you have. Because I remember when I was hanging out with people that were up to no good, not doing the best things with their life and kind of complacent. And I think that's the word, complacent. I think that's the right word. So I'm French, sometimes my brain thinks in French, but you know, we'll just use that word. And I just find myself kind of being sucked into it. I knew that I wanted more out of my fitness, out of my life, out of the things that I want to create for myself and for my future family. And I was unmotivated because of the type of people that I was hanging out with. And so changing my environment, the people that I was hanging out with, made a huge difference for me. Because I saw what they were doing, what they were building, what they had, how fit they were, the things they were able to accomplish. And I was like, that's pretty cool. I want that for myself too. And so I found that putting myself around those people that always wanted to accomplish more, that wanted more for themselves than what society said that they should go for, really helped me kind of level up my health, my fitness, and kind of my life as an overall. The second thing is, this took me a long time. I wish I learned this when I was like 12 years old, but it took me until I was 27 to learn that lesson well over 4 years ago now, which was to just buy knowledge and invest in myself. I was always so freaking cheap with myself, even though I'd spend money on trips. I'd go eat out at the restaurant more often than I should have. I would buy, you know, a bunch of Starbucks drinks. I would buy clothing and buy watches. I spent a lot of money on stupid shit. And when I first hired my mentor, and it completely changed my life, my business, my revenue, my income, I was like, wow, this is what they mean by investing in yourself. There's something that I wanted to accomplish, and then I paid someone that had done it before and that had helped other people do the same. And that person basically gave me the streamlined path for me to be able to get there. And all I did, I shut off my brain. I just took the actions that that coach told me to do, and I did the actions. And then I got the outcome that I wanted. I was like, man, this is wild, because I've been after this goal for a decade and I just reached it in 30 days, right? Again, depending on what your goal is. But to me, I was like, man, this is wild. I was like, I understand now that the key is for me to just buy knowledge, buy time. Because I realized that when I hired a mentor, when I hired a coach in a specific area that I wanted to improve, the timeline that it would have taken me for me to learn all of the lessons and figure out the blueprint and put the information in the right order and the steps in the right order for me to get to where I want to would take me this long. Or I can just go to someone that did all the stupid mistakes, that figured it out, that spent a bunch of money making stupid mistakes and figuring it out, and I can get the condensed version of the exact steps that I need to do. And that's when my life ultimately shifted. That's when I hired my first mentor, then hired my second coach, hired a coach in different areas of my life. That's when I hired Tony Robbins. So I have this picture up there when I joined Platinum Partnership. I was like, okay, I want to go to different levels in my life. I want to improve certain areas of my life. Let me just buy time by hiring someone that's done it and can give me the condensed version of the steps so that I don't have to figure it out. So as soon as I removed my own ego of like, no, I'm going to do it by myself and I'm going to figure it all out by myself. As soon as I removed that from it, I started moving so fast in my life. And for the people that, I've been friends with since, I was a kid, they saw my progression and they can see how much I shifted and how much I've progressed over the year, just because I'm willing to buy time. Because what is money good for? Like, yeah, you got to pay for the roof over your head and for food and all of these things. But at least for me, I'm not going to put on everyone else. I spend so much money on fluff, on shit that really didn't serve my life. And once I shifted that focus on spending on these things to things that would bring me value and help me level up my life, it was a game changer. So invest in yourself ultimately. And it could be as simple as if you have like $0 and you're not spending money on alcohol or eating out or Starbucks coffee, which I think most people are, you can just go to the library and rent a book. Read what's in the book, implement it. Make a little bit of money. Eventually, I was able to buy the book. Eventually, I was able to implement from the book that I bought. Then I was able to buy the course. And then from the course, I implemented, made a little bit more money. Then I was able to hire the coach. And so you can just work your way up from there, ultimately. And one big lesson was that I am in the place that I am in the position that I am because I deserve to be here. So when I was in a shit position, that is what I deserved, because my level of action, my level of commitment, my level of knowledge, that was the outcome that it was producing. And so I needed to have a different level of knowledge. I need to have a different level of commitment, a different level of action to get to that next step. And so right now, if you're overweight and unhealthy, your current actions, behavior, and commitment are what brought you to this position. If you know that you're heading somewhere different, that is beautiful. You're heading in the right direction. But you can't complain about your situation because you've put yourself there. And so when I was dead broke, sleeping on a couch, or my late partner was going through cancer, and I was like bleeding thousands of dollars out of my bank account every month to pay for those cancer treatments, that was my fault. I wasn't able to put myself in a better situation to be able to get out of it. And I got out of it, and I put myself in a better position so that in case something like that ever happens to me in the future, I will be able to handle it very differently. So that's just a second point. The third point, that one was a big game changer, because I grew up being a massive perfectionist, and I was like, well, I need to take the perfect action first. I need to have all the information before I take action. And the concept of taking imperfect action was a huge game changer for me. And it sounded so counterintuitive to what I wanted to do, but ultimately it changed my life, because I learned more from taking imperfect action than by watching another YouTube video, reading another book, doing another certification, taking on another course. By taking action, I figured out, okay, I want to do this thing. And then, okay, this failed because of this aspect. Now let me go learn that specific aspect and let me go take action on that. And I learned why it failed so that I can do it better. And so by taking imperfect action, I was forced to deal with new lessons that I had to learn in order to go to the next level. And that's all I've been doing for the past several years of my life. Is just taking imperfect action all the time and learning from it. The lesson that comes from taking imperfect action is when people call failure. So people call it failure and they consider a failure, and then they just kind of give up because it didn't work. It's like, no, it is your teaching opportunity to learn what to do, what not to do in order to go to the next level. Like, that's the whole game. If you don't have any feedback from the world or from your body of like why you're losing weight, you're not losing weight, why are you having success, you're not having success, why your relationship is going great, why it's not going great. If you don't have that feedback, how the heck can you know if you're doing something great? If you're getting some good feedback, awesome. Keep going until it doesn't work anymore, because that's what's gonna happen, right? My original mentor always told me, with new levels comes new devils. And it always stuck with me. So every time I feel like I'm on the brink of going to a new level in my life, I can feel that there's a lot of resistance and there's a new devil to confront, a new lesson to learn, a new version of myself that I need to become to go to that next level. So just want to share these 3 things. So I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, I totally forgot to record an outro for this vlog. My editor just left me a notification. So I'm basically a week deep into the next vlog, but I just want to say a massive thank you for listening to this episode. I hope this last message really resonated with you. We have some awesome things coming in the next vlog, because basically a whole week just went by. So Ivy and I, we just did our DEXA scan. We did a crazy special workout. We have some cool collaborations, some cooking. And so be sure to stay tuned for the next vlog that's gonna come out next Friday from when you're watching this one. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because it does help the channel grow, and it will notify you when we do post new videos like our Fit Vegan podcast. I actually, a little insight to a few weeks ahead, because I'm recording this later. I recorded with Harvey Lewis III, who is a vegan athlete that just has the world record for running, and listen to this, 450 miles in 108 hours straight. That was an incredible interview, and it's going to come out in a few weeks. So you don't want to miss that. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.